And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back again. A very short break here, but we are getting ready for the final series of the night. We're getting ready for Maru versus Dark. Here we go again. Both Maru and Dark have been having a lot of success in Masters Coliseum. Both Maru and Dark have nothing but wins. Maru was able to take down Clem 2-1 a couple of days ago. Of course, we casted that series. Likewise, Maru took down Cyril 2-0. That was 2 days ago, and that was amazing. Like that was a beautiful TvZ. And if you missed out on it, I highly recommend checking out the VODs and checking out Maru versus Cyril. It was beautiful. But again, Maru, he's already taken down the best Terran and the best Zerg player, or the best Zergs and Terrans like that were to oppose him. Now he's up against Dark, one of the best Zerg players in Korea, arguably the best Zerg in Korea right now, and a very different kind of player compared to Cyril. The Cyril series was very much so macro-oriented, with a lot of Lingbane Hydra aggression, a lot of late game. Dark is one to try to end the game earlier. He's a very aggressive player, very in-your-face, very fond of roach-based play. If he sees an opening, he will Nidus all in you as well. Dark is hyper-aggressive, and we'll see if Maru can have success against him. We'll see if he can have better success against Dark than he has in the past. Meanwhile, Dark likewise has also been flexing his own ZVT. In the lead up to this match, Dark was able to take down Oliveira, and he took down Cure. So Dark has been winning non-stop here in this tournament purely off of ZVT. Can he do it again against Maru? That's the question. I'm ready for it. I am ready for it. It's going to be a great series to end the night. Let's go, Papi. Let us go. Again, the players are just getting things ready. Again, big shout out to Thriving GG for the raid earlier. Thank you, Papi. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a great time, and I hope you're able to enjoy the upcoming TvZ. Also, as a reminder, this is going to be a best of 3, and because both players have just been winning this entire time, I believe the winner of this series secures himself into the playoffs. The winner of Maru vs. Dark will be secure in their playoffs. Meanwhile, the loser will have to fight for better standing. Neither one of these players are really under threat of losing their place and not making it to the playoffs. They've both been doing well. Both are doing very well so far, both with, again, a flawless record. But we'll see if one, or who has kind of a blemish first. Who takes the first loss in this tournament? Maru or Dark? We'll see. We shall see. Outside of that, hope everyone has been enjoying themselves. Ooh, hope everyone's been enjoying the marathon of casting. Like, we've been live every day for almost a week now with we've been live every day for a couple of months, but with specifically Master Coliseum, it's been back-to-back broadcasts, and yeah, it's been pretty intense. We're working our way through the group stage. Once the group stage wraps up, we're going to be diving into the playoffs as well. I think there's going to be a 2-day break. I believe Saturday and Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. We will be taking a break from Masters Coliseum. Yes, Saturday and Sunday won't have Master Coliseum. It's going to be coming back on Monday, once the group stage does wrap up. But even though we won't have Master Coliseum over the weekend, we have plenty more to cast. We have KSL, we have Overseas King of the Hill, which is going to be Saturday night. We have the Christmas Cup as well, which is going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So plenty of matches to cast, plenty to go on over the weekend. We may even have a replay cast on Sunday, because we did miss out on ESL Open Cup Americas. We weren't able to cast it live this week just because I was a little bit busy. I was editing a lot of VODs, working on thumbnails. I was falling, because we've been casting so much, I was falling behind when it comes to just getting things ready for YouTube, so was just catching up on that. And yeah, as a result, we missed out on ESL Americas, which means Sunday or Saturday could be a good day to catch up, and a good day to catch up on some ESL Americas action. So that's kind of what our weekend is going to be looking like. It's going to be ESL Americas. We might also have a Christmas Cup replay cast as well, just to catch up on anything that we miss out on. And yeah, StarCraft. Always here on the CranKy Ducklings. Always, Papi, always. This series will confirm if Maru is washed or not. I don't think that's how it works. He already 2-0'd several, Papi. Did that not matter? Did that? It's like no. We didn't care about him 2-0'ing. So okay, now this is the time. You know, is he washed or not against Dark? Ay. Shaking my head. But it looks like we have it. There we go. I was like, it looks like we have a delayed start, but our players are ready. We are diving on into this. Our vetoes are done. We may have had some technical issues to begin with, but they have since been resolved. And now we are getting into a TvZ. If you're in the chat, predictions are open. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will take down the other. Will it go the way of Maru or Dark in this best of 3? Good luck. Predictions open. As here we go in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have Maru for onside, and in the bottom right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have Dark for himself. Again, for those who maybe aren't aware, Dark was his contract did run up. He did run up a couple of days ago with DKZ. So Dark is no longer on CranKy Gaming. Dark is currently a free agent. I do not know if he's looking for a team. That is a little bit unclear. But we do know that his military service is coming up. So that may be why he did end up leaving DKZ. Just because he does have to commit to the military soon. So it's possible that Dark won't be finding another team just because, you know, his time is kind of running up here. Which is a bit of a shame. But despite that, Dark is still an amazing player. He's still arguably the best Zerg player in Korea. Personally, I would say that he is. I would say that he is above Solar, even though Solar is our most recent GSL champion. I understand that, but I mean, Dark has still been looking a lot more solid overall in a lot of these matchups. But here we go. Our final series of the night. Big shout out to the sponsors. Big shout out to Doyu, Honkai Star, Taidu, Orderful, and Pew Pew. Big shout out to our sponsors. Again, Masters Coliseum, World Team League, and Kung Fu Cup would not be possible without all of our support, all of that support. So thank you so much. Thank you. As we settle on in, and Maru is going for an interesting opener. Okay, he's going for a bit of a special build. This is not 2 Rax Reaper. This is going to be what looks to be a Rax into Factory. Now, we have seen Maru hide his second Rax before with this opener by going for a second Rax on the high ground. So we'll see how he pieces this together. If this is a 2-1-1 or a 1-1-1. We'll see if he follows this up with the Factory on the low ground or the Rax on the high ground. We have another SCV, which means, yep, it's going to be on the low ground. It is going to be the Factory. So this is an opener that Special has been doing for years. For many years at this point. No one else has really caught on. But recently, when I say recently, I mean over the past, what, 8 months? 8-ish months. Like Maru, as well as Beyond, they've been mixing it in. Ever since the last map pool, they've been mixing this in every now and then, you know, maybe once a week or once every now and then. A good way to spice things up. This is a little bit greedy. Obviously, your production is very exposed, but you do get a wall very quickly at your natural. So a very fast wall here from Maru, but your production is exposed. Meanwhile, Dark goes for a hatch gas pool. Standard opener here, out of Dark. Getting into his hatch gas pool, getting into his third base. Everything looking normal here from our Zerg player. I see the chat. I'm betting against my boy, so if he wins, I'm happy. If he loses, I get points. True. Let's go. I mean, again, the last time I'm gonna have to double check, as well. We do catch the Overlord. A very nice catch here from Maru, and he is going for a 1-1-1. Okay, very aggressive build here from Maru. He delays his third CC, goes for a faster starport instead. Cyclones are amassing. I believe there's going to be double Cyclone into Hellion. I don't think he's going to make more Cyclones behind this, but we have a Liberator behind this here for Maru. So very committed, very aggressive from our Terran player. I'm very curious to see what comes out after these 2 Cyclones. It should be Hellions, but we'll see if Maru spices it up. Yeah, there we go. Hellions are on the way. So the way this works is that the Cyclones, they shut down Queens and they shut down Overlords. Cyclones on their own are very fragile. You need these Hellions to support. So the Hellions are going to be there to shut down any kind of Ling harass and Ling surrounds to keep these Cyclones alive. Behind this, Stim is being prioritized. Still no third CC. Maru, we've seen him being very aggressive on side delta before. He could be going for a 2-base all-in. Oh, we get a surround! Oh, miscontrol there out of Maru. He does expose himself, and the Cyclones fall. The Hellions, they arrive too late. The Hellions, they are too late here. They arrive just in time to see the Cyclones fall, and this is a disastrous start for Maru. Ay, ay, ay. Those Cyclones were so important here to how aggressive Maru wanted to be, and he has to back up. Now he starts up a third CC. And this third CC is so late. A very late third here from Maru. His Hellions have a lot of work to do. The Hellions and the Liberator. I was going to say Banshee. So the Lib is out. And workers are going down. We do have the Liberator in the natural base. 2 workers do fall. The Hellions, they come into the third, and we are at a position. Where are the Queens? The Queens were distracted. 7 drones go down. Maru, he is looking to catch back up here. Getting so much... Oh my god! Getting so much damage done. 14! The drones, they all bunched up. They go down to the Hellions. Even though the Cyclones went down, the Hellions make up for it. 14 workers, almost a mineral line. Oh my god. The pendulum swings one way and then the other. Maru had a rough start, but this more than makes up for it. 14 workers, that is insane. That is almost game-ending damage. If it wasn't dark, I would say that's game-ending damage. Like 14 workers, that's an entire mineral line. And what's important, the Hellions survived. The Hellions lived. This is disastrous here for Dark. He's working on 1-1, working on double Evo Chamber, which means delayed Banelings, which is fine. Again, Maru is macroing. He is getting into his CC behind this, but yeah, this is a rough start here for Dark. He's gonna have to be very defensive as a result, or he has to do something crazy to bounce back, like a Ling counterattack. And there we go. 20 Lings are in production. Let's go. Let us go. Now, with, like, this is a pretty big investment. Darky's cutting workers. He actually has less drones than Maru right now, but he has a swarm of Lings, and the goal here is to try to get into the third base, surround the Marines, surround these Hellions, and catch the army. We'll see if Dark can pull this off. The pressure is on. The pressure is on Dark. We do see some Lings getting ready for a run-by. Hellions are moving out. The Marines are pushing out as well. Stim is done. Remember that. And Hellions are getting ready for another dive into the third. Dark getting distracted by the push. The Marines keep its attention here on the right-hand side. We do dive on top of them. Again, we have our Medivacs in position. Good stutter stepping here from Maru. At the same time, the Hellions do push in. And they will be caught. They will be surrounded. Decent cleanup there by Dark. But the Queens are getting caught off of creep. Transfuse saves one, but doesn't save the other. Maru getting 2 Queens, getting a 3rd Queen as well. This is becoming far too much damage on top of the worker damage dealt earlier. We have plenty of reinforcements back at home. GG gets called, and Maru takes game number 1. GG. Off of the back of that Hellion run-by. The Hellion run-by just crippled Dark, and Dark was all in essentially from there. We saw Dark amass Lings, but he wasn't able to achieve much with them. He did catch the Hellions, but we saw that that counterattack was like the Hail Mary play for Dark, where we had plenty of reinforcements back at home. The double drop snowball out of control as well, again, because so much economic damage was dealt. And again, drone damage, especially that early on, it is game ending. Like, to lose that many workers early on, it's so much more impactful as well, just because your economy is it's still building up at that stage. And against a player like Maru, against any player at this caliber of play, you can't make those mistakes. You cannot take that much damage that early on. GG. So with that, Maru does get a cheeky win here to kick things off of a very aggressive build. We'll see if he can catch Dark off guard. We'll see if Dark could be the one to be in the driver's seat in Game 2. We'll see. As Game 2 is going to be on Alcyone. Alcyone, of course, a very large map, a lot of bases, long rushes to spy ground. This is typically a macro map. But I'm sure Dark does want to kind of take control of this game, and, you know, maps like Alcyone, maps like Radisson Station, they haven't stopped Dark from being aggressive before. Here we go. In the top right-hand corner, we have Maru for onside. And in the bottom left, we have his opponent. We have Dark, who again is currently teamless. Does have the logo on for his team, or the production did put the logo on for his team there in Game 2, but that is a bit of a mistake, As a reminder, Dark is teamless. As once again, Maru going for that depot on the low ground. Now this time this looks like a 2-racks opener as opposed to the opener that we saw previously. We shall see. As Dark, he's going straight for the gold! And he's getting scouted. He's known for this. Like, Dark, especially on this map, he is known to rush into the gold, and Maru is fully aware. Oh boy. Yep, and we're going for a proxy racks. We are looking to punish Dark, and this game may end before it begins. Maru looking to punish his opponent. Dark, so far, has no idea what's going on. Does have an Overlord going through the center of the map, but that is why Maru, I don't know if you saw, before he threw down his racks, he checked the Xel'Naga, he saw the position of the Overlord, and then he intentionally put the racks on the right-hand side. He saw the Overlord pathing, and he avoided it. So, very smart move there out of Maru. Does avoid the Overlord. Unscouted so far. And, Dark, he's going double this is a build order loss. It's double hatch before pool. It's oh my god, it's hatch into the spawning pool. The pool is late, no gases, no ling speed. I don't know how Dark can come back from this. We'll see. I mean, if he can make some magic happen, then, you know, I'm more than happy to eat my words. But this is the greediest opener that Dark could have gone for. He's main-arding over. And there's no way to deal with this. The bunker's on the way. Yeah, the drones have to pull back. So much lost mining time. This gold base not being saturated whatsoever. It can't be. And honestly, all Maru has to do is go for the main. He has to ignore the gold, go for the main base, go for drone kills. That's what he needs. He sees the other hatchery here. He's going for Marines, actually. Okay. So he ignores the main. Alright. So, this gold base, even though we can't really do anything with it, it's going to buy time. That's what's important right now. Dark, he is buying time with this gold. Roach Warren's on the way. We're going for a Roach Warren. We have a gas on the way as well. Dark, he needs time to muster up an army to try to get back into this in some way. Here we go. As this hatchery should end up falling. Roach Warren's halfway done. Dark getting his natural up and running. He's going to be droning his heart out. Oh, Overlord is going to get picked off. Oh, can he get it? Can he get it? Oh, he will not. 5 HP. The Overlord barely survives. Let's go, Poppy. Let's go. Overlord survives. Roaches are on the way. And can Dark save this hatchery? That would be insane if he can. I would be shocked. I'm ready to be shocked. Okay, no, it's not gonna happen. Like, can he save it now? Hatchery goes down, 300 minerals down the drain. Roaches are on the way. So far, I believe, unscouted. But we have Cyclones in production. Marines are racing back home. We have the Xel'Naga. We see the Roaches. Maru is aware. Gets a couple of free shots in. And yeah, with Cyclones on the way, these Roaches will do nothing. We can see that Dark isn't going all in. He is droning up behind this. So he made a couple of Roaches to push out, and he's just droning his heart out. Reapers, they dip into the main. There is a Queen in position. No ling speed. And I don't think we have any Roaches to defend either. I think they were sent out. Yeah, we're going for drone kills. Like, this is what I was expecting earlier. Like, we can just get so many workers here. 3 drones go down. We lose a Reaper, but for 3 workers, that's worth it. That is well worth it for Maru. And behind this, I do appreciate that Maru's got a medevac on the way. So he's pushing. He's pushing very early on. He knows that Dark doesn't really have much. He knows that Dark has a handful of units, and Dark is droning his heart out trying to recover. So he's killed one of our own Marines for an additional Hellion. But yeah, I mean, he knows that right now Dark is very vulnerable, so this is a kill move. Essentially, a kill move here from Maru. He is expanding behind this. Maru isn't going all in, but this push has a lot of potential. And here we go. We're going to have Cyclones pushing towards a third. We're going to have Hellions diving into the main. Oh boy. Let's go. The drop is making its way across the map. Cyclones are moving out as well alongside the Marines. And we'll see if Dark can somehow survive this. We'll see if he can defend both locations at once. Again, Dark, he is squeezing out more roaches. Wise move out of Dark. He's not droning up. He's not over-droning. Drop comes in. Is spotted by the Overlord at the same time. Maru getting ready to dive into the third base as well. We do get into the mineral line. And drones are going to be going down. And how many workers is the question? 5! 6 drones in total, and 3 Hellions make it out. And really, that's all that Maru needed. He doesn't push in with his Cyclones. He does stay back. He did see all those roaches. Gets another 6 workers, and oh, the drop play continues. The drop play does continue, rotating around Hellions towards the natural, this time Cyclones into the main. The roaches are quite immobile, but we'll see if Dark can keep up. We'll see if he can preemptively split up his army and be in position. If so, Dark can swat this away. Yeah, the Queens, they're rotating over. They're keeping up with the Hellions. So far, so good. Double drop into the main base, though. We should have enough roaches to defend. Spore Crawler is going to be going down. Roaches are rotating over. Oh, good target firing here on the drones. 2 workers were focused down. We drop towards the third. We see the Ravagers. And we're going to get them. Stim is done just in time. We get 1. Ooh, only 1 though. He wants the others. Oh, he gets 2, he gets 3. He gets every single Ravager. Big pickoffs there by Maru. And again, Dark, he just has so little to defend. So few Queens to defend as well. He just cannot keep up. Here comes the tank. Here comes the reinforcements. Now, without Ravagers, that means that this tank push is that much more terrifying. Ravagers would have been a great way to deal with it. Okay, we bring the tank back home, so we're only dropping with Marines. So Maru, he's only focusing on harass. He's not going for a major push. He's just establishing his third. 4th CC is on the way, so he's getting further ahead in the economy, or trying to at least. Now, bearing in mind, Dark is up in supply, but that is inflated supply. You know, the soup does lie, and the reason for that is because of the roaches. The roaches are very supply dense. And we may just go all in. I would not be opposed, but like Dark is taking a 4th right now. We've got 6 Overlords on the way. This looks like Dark is going to go all in on 1-1. I say that. Infestation Pit. We're going for a longer game. Dark, he's going for a longer game. 1-1 is going to kick in, but he is not pushing. Now the question becomes, how does Maru approach this? He's keeping his tanks still back at home. No. Is that... Are those tanks in the medevacs? I think they are. I think we have 2 tanks in the medevacs, so pushing in towards the 4th base. There's a really good positioning for those tanks. Yeah, here we go. The tanks have arrived. Dark does have a couple of Ravagers. He is in position. Good Wiles can bring this down. Can Dark hold on? Can he stabilize? We go for the scan. The Wiles! Good splits! Good. Oh, I spoke too soon. The medevacs go down. The Marines survive, but not the medevacs. As we will shut this down. Whew. Good Wiles here from Dark. Infestor's on the way. Dark, can we hold on? We're going for a big counterattack. What do we have at home to defend? 1-1 is done. Dark sending everything across the map. There's no more tanks. Uh-oh. No more tanks back at home. There we go. They do make it back just in time. Dark, he respects it. He backs off. We have +1 melee on the way. Dark is transitioning into Ling Bane. And Dark, he has, for the most part, recovered here. Doesn't have the best army, unfortunately. It can keep up with defensive play, and, you know, it's enough to survive. But Dark has to refine his army. That's what he's working on right now. We have to get out of Roach Ravager into Ling Bane. It's not the easiest thing to do. There it is. Baliness is on the way. +1 melee is still starting. As a result, Maru, he's going to be able to outscale this army for quite some time until we can get into Banelings. Oh my god, bit of a move command there. Ravager goes down. A lot of Lings as well. Could be threatening a drop into the main. Spire is on the way. That'll help when it comes to this drop play. And Dark still stuck defending. But we're recovering. It's happening. We are recovering in this game. We're coming back. Meanwhile, 2-2 is about to kick in for Maru. It's going to be a big power spike for his bio. He's working on a 5th base already. Aye. Like, again, Maru, he has the better economy here. He's building up a bank so he can start taking into Ghosts, into Liberators. Speaking of, there it is. Ghost Academy's on the way. 2 more CCs as well. Like, Dark has a lot of freedom. Like, there's a reason why, like, Dark, Maru has a lot of freedom. There's a reason why Dark is stuck at home just trying to keep up with these drops. The Queens go down! The Queens go down. Doom dropping to the main base. Dark racing over to try to respond. And this isn't designed to kill, but designed to trade. A lot of Lings are falling here. The Bailings aren't ready. So many Lings go down. The Roaches as well. This army getting out of hand. 2-2 is done, by the way, for the bio. Trading so well here against these Roaches. Minerals for gas. And behind this, there it is. Ghosts and Liberators on the way. Maru, he is refining his army even further. Dark, again, this entire time has just been stuck at home. And the problem is he's been stuck at home struggling to defend. Like, he's been taking losses. Has been taking losses. But we have Vipers on the way. Greater Spire. +2 melee for the Ling Bane. Now, these Vipers are going to be a big moment for Dark, where if he can catch these tanks, if he can get some really good Blinding Clouds, then he can take a fight. But that's a lot of tanks. That's a lot of Liberators. Oh my god. Again, Dark, his army is more mid-game oriented. Maru, he's got like the ideal. Shows the Biles. They get 1 lib. 1 Liberator does fall. I mean, pushing it forward. Fungal's gonna be thrown down, grazing some of these Marines. Better Fungal here on the army. We do bring down one of those tanks. Maru slowly pushing forward. Another tank does go down. You can see Dark being very careful. Every time he dips in, kills 1 tank, dips out. He knows he cannot commit to a fight. And that's exactly what Maru wants. Maru, he wants a fight. Yeah, Snipe's going to be going off. Oh, Maru gaining ground. And Dark is being forced further and further back. Yeah, this hatchery is going to fall. Dark desperately going for a counterattack instead, going for a massive Ling run by. Vipers have arrived, going for some power bombs. Do we have anything at home to defend? We don't really have much. These Lings, they catch some tanks. Big Ling run by. A couple of tanks going to be going down. Big Fungal here on the bio. But the files are going to be dodged. Yeah, the Ling run by is being cleaned up. We are getting on top of the tanks though. 1 tank goes down. Only 1 tank though. And Maru, he's not stopping. He's not slowing down. And the pressure is on. Dark being forced up against the wall. He has squeezed out a couple of Broodlords, but these are 0-0 Broodlords. No upgrades. And Maru, the run by has been dealt with. He can rally everything across the map. He can keep pushing. Again, it was impressive that Dark was able to survive this long, but he has been on the back foot for almost the entire game from the beginning, really. Ling Bane rolls in. We do get a tank. 2 tanks go down. Dark, he's just been surviving for the past 14 minutes. Can we take a good fight? If we can land a good Fungal, if the Terran army overextends, if we leave the tanks too far behind, if we land a good Fungal, then we can take a good fight. Oh, Snipe's going to be going off though. There we go, another big Ling run line. We saw that it was pretty successful earlier. We can maybe find some more tanks here. There are reinforcements back at home. We're going to be delaying some of the production. Going to be delaying a CC. Yeah, we're pushing on further towards the fort. Dark sending everything across the map. Again, he knows he cannot take a fight. The snipe. Oh my god, massive snipes. We get a Broodlord. The Vikings are going ham. Another Broodlord goes down. This thing run by is breaking through though. We're getting SCVs and we're forcing back the army. And this is what Dark needed. He needed Maru to back up. 15 SCVs going down. But it's not going to be enough. That's all that Dark had left. Just a Hail Mary play. Just going across the map. GG gets called and Maru will take the series 2-0. GG. GG, well played. Again, it was kind of a build order win from Maru in the beginning of the game, which is why I was impressed. I was very impressed that Dark survived for as long as he did, because that was a rough start. That was a very rough start to the game there, where Dark went hatch before pool. He got scouted. The gold base was not worth it. 300 minerals down the drain from the beginning. And from there, it didn't end. Maru, with that proxy Turax, he shut down the gold. Then was able to kill drones with his Reapers. Then he went for a Hellion drop into the main, killed more workers. Then the drop play continued. Like, Maru was just in the driver's seat from the beginning there. And it was a risky build from Dark. It was a very risky build from Dark. I don't blame him for going for it, but high risk comes with high reward, sure, but you know, it is a risk. And at Dark, he was shut down from the beginning there, and as a result, that's why he was one step behind. He was just treading water, and I mean, he was able to max out, true, but as we mentioned, it was Roach Ravager. Like, it just doesn't scale well into the late game, and Maru was doing a great job at taking up into ghosts, into libs, into tanks, into a stronger game. And with that, GG, well played. That is our night of StarCraft at an end. That is our night of StarCraft here at an end. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all had a great time here tonight. Only 4 best of 3s, and tomorrow's matches were just revealed as well. Tomorrow we're going to be back with some more Masters Coliseum. It is going to be Max Pax versus Hero once again in a PvP. Oh, let's go. Max Pax versus Hero in a PvP. Clem versus Shin in a TvZ. Firefly versus Raynor in a PvZ. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. I'm a big fan of Firefly. I look forward to seeing him against Raynor. And we also have Oliveira versus Bunny in a Terran versus Terran matchup. So 4 more matches tomorrow to round off round 3. Oh boy. So be sure to be there in just under 24 hours. Just under 24 hours. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all had a great time. Hope you all had a great broadcast here tonight. Only one cast for us here tonight. I know that usually we're live with, like, you know, Christmas Cup or some other event in the afternoon, like we usually cast a lot, but today only one cast, which means I can get some food. I can get some food, I can get some rest. I'm just going to be editing VODs, I'll be honest. I'm just going to be editing VODs and putting in some more work, but we'll be able to rest my voice. As we get ready for tomorrow. So I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Hope you all had a great time. We'll see you guys tomorrow for some more Masters Coliseum. See you guys tomorrow. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. Stick around. We're going to be giving another StarCraft streamer a raid. Going to be giving it to, we'll see, Forjumi's laddering. So may give some love to Forjumi. May find another StarCraft streamer. So give them a chance. Give them some love. Give them some support. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, hasta luego. Bye. Hasta luego.